So, this is the syntax in computer programming. For example, you see, IFG, image, go to the source, and equals the name of the file that you have to put from the website.
No, I thought you were concentrating. I'll let you ask.
Web.
The next one.
Can you ask from me?
So you go. And when you find this picture, let's for me, this picture, where at the height of 500 centimeters or pixels. So it will now load, carry that's computational interaction with the file on your desktop and then in a web browser. That's the syntax. But this is the syntax of computer language.
Do you understand?
Computer now understands
is a coder.
that you are commanding it. And that command is what we call algorithm. Okay? Now, this is what we call the syntax, the syntax for the sentence that the computer understands. So you must know little knowledge of how algorithm functions, then to display those texts. As you see the text is dancing, scroll down, you will see the JavaScript. Even as you see this, there are 3 elementary languages that are inside this one. So what will come to your mind? Multilingual, computer language. You see now, there's already multilingual issues or languages that are here used from the code. So this is how I would like to. When you give a criticism, it will not also remove traditional criticism. Okay? The appearance of the text has its own semantics. Disappearing of the text has its own semantics. That is its meaning. Because all of them, there are group of like semiotics, signs that you need to interpret. Somebody raised the issue of static. Okay, now in comparing it with static text. Static text, I told you there are 2 ways of reading digitized literature and also electronic literature. I say your close reading should be there also. And then using machine learning to analyze the text with. So, I have already explained that in my presentation. Now, you will learn what we call electronic literature figure of speech, which is different from figure of speech in the traditional literature. Figure of speech in the electronic literature is appearing as a kind of text. Also as a manipulation is part of text. It's one of the manipulation because you use your hand to click and to go to pages with other things. Now, somebody said economic value and also censorship. Censorship. There is censorship also involved in this one. Okay? It has economic value. There is a website called Eastgate. Eastgate, from 1990s, their work is to sell this kind of work. They build system that when you carry a work there, when people, before they can read, they will have to pay. There are many kind of websites also that do that. Now, when it comes, you can also transmediate. You can, if you want to sell it as a work of art, you can also copy how the text appears on the screen and put the text, static text around it and sell it also as a work of art. It's acceptable. Okay, the first person, you know, my area of specialization is literature. Okay? It has, you know, Twitter was 2006 that Twitter came up on March 31st, something like that. So from that month in June, Melusi, a lady from Canada, started tweeting her code. She's the first person. Okay, by the month of June of the same year. So some people say, oh, But on Twitter it's free. See what you do. Instagram also is a one called Instant poetry as genre of poetry. Now see what you do. After you have generated many likes, are you listening to me?
Yes.
And people love it. They are talking about it. Remove it from there and print it on the text. That's what other people have been doing, and they're getting their money. There's a lady in Nigeria that's based in UK. What's that name? Isa or something like that. She is born to. She's a Nigerian. The father is a Nigerian. The mother is Jamaican, and then she grew up in South Africa. So, what did she do? On your Instagram, there was go Insta poetry, which when I give you my slide, you will see my own there. So after you publish it, and people like it, people cannot do without it, you remove them all. You have done your advertisement. They know about it. You remove it and release it as a book. You say now, those books poetry now, see them in the collection of days, collection of poems. That comes that I was talking to you about that you enjoyed it. See the book now. That is how you need to do it. Otherwise, on that, because there is what we call democratization of literature and knowledge. And that is why you are seeing that social media literatures are free. Okay? Now,
explanation, please.
Yes.
Just so that you can buttress that fact. You talked about classification in terms of the fact that literature that originates from the text, that is the analog text, and then transmitted into the digital space are not digital literature. Right?
Now,
just stating what you say. So, yes. So the point I want to ask, the question I want to ask is, this originated in the digital space and is now converted to the analog. So what do you call that?
It's the same print literature.
Because print now.
So ebooks are not digital literature.
Because most of digital electronic literature has few ones that are connected in literary value. Okay? Now, your work is appreciated. Then you give them as a book in order to get your money. Okay? But it will lose its attributes that it has from the cyber system. Because it's static test now. It's printed on the paper. Okay? I talk about this again. I talk about now Ludo. Please let us not be confused. Ludo is a Latin or Greek word for game. So that Ludo you are calling Ludo. Okay. So what I'm talking about, I talk about Ludo kinetic. Ludo game, kinetic movement. It means video game. Video, visual, and the game. So now this Ludo kinetic, they are the ones that most of your video games they used to watch them. There are a few that are free. You have to pay for them before you play. That's why they are also using it for betting. Right? So it has monetary value. Go and then have it produced. The limit of generation. I've already explained to you that in the generative literature, they really have no end to it. They just like stuff.
So it's really goes on.
That's what called generative. Because when you carry syntax, you carry your dictionary of vocabulary, just like dictionary. Okay? You carry a dictionary, you put aside the whole dictionary or what you want the computer to be talking about. And the things, you put them in your database. You can have that database, you can call that database either in another website. Now you code it. It will be fetching those words. Because computer also is sensitive and understanding the meaning of some of these words,
Now understand it's
what will you do? It will be using synonyms to interchange those
You can just leave am here. I'm already scared. Okay, it's interesting. Just when this final year start, the last set finished, they are waiting for service and all that now. A friend of mine in that class went into this holding day. When we communicate on WhatsApp, she'll be putting all those kind of things. She's sitting there writing, what you give us way public. She's learning coding, look at her here now, literature. I kept, what do they do with this kind of thing? What I'm seeing the relevance now. We will make money in Jesus' name. Amen. Your question, your name again and your question. Please, she came before you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joy Jacob, and this is a very interactive seminar. Please, my question is, I want to understand the place of artificial intelligence in digital literature.
Thank you.
Now, I understand that artificial intelligence has come to stay, and it's a very trending topic right now. Actually, artificial intelligence can do this. It can code.
Yes.
Artificial intelligence can create websites.
Yes.
It can write a full book. For example, Compose AI can do all of this when you prompt it properly. You just have to prompt it and then it will give you whatever you want. Now, for some of us that are here, 70% of us do not really understand the computer language. But with AI,
Yes.
we can actually do all of this. So I want to understand the place of artificial intelligence in digital literature. Thank you.
And then originality, hold on to that. Originality, Victoria Walk, please.
Thank you, sir.
Another question, sir.
Literature is a serious subject, like poetry. I call it a subject. But in fact, if you are lonely or you are sad, you read poetry, become happy because it heals. It's a serious subject. It's about the psychic impact of someone's writing it. Now, I'm thinking, even if you are a victim of psychosomatic substance, and you read poetry. I said, even if you are a victim of psychosomatic substances, and you read poetry, how many And my fear is this: if a poet acting under the umbrella of poetic license uses the way he likes to express his mind, and you bring this thing to the computer, would you subject what is written to computer analysis and it will utter all the vocabulary, and so therefore the message that is personal become altered. You as the promoter of this issue, how do you secure linguistic emotionality in that context?
Linguistic
emotionality in that context.
I didn't warn you anyway. This guy. Oh, Prof, please let Prof have one and then you come. I like that. Please, Prof.
My interest is in language. Is it possible to apply this to the analysis of Nigerian languages?
Yeah.
To generate meta language for Nigerian language?
Yeah.
Just 1 minute, you answer. I'm just going to take one more. It's an interesting time, and then so we can release us for other things. I think that's Dr. Goku. Go ahead, sir.
Thanks so much. Yes, ma'am. Mommy, your voice is there. I sincerely wish to appreciate our professors who are here. They are an embodiment of inspiration for us younger ones. If they could, take their time out to come and sit here. Whenever I see these professors, I get terribly inspired. Okay. My dear professor, thank you. I think the younger ones will thank you. So, first, I also want to thank the presenter is the guest lecturer for today. Thank you so much for moderator, sir, you mentioned something about the ability of statistics to respond critically to this. Sir, that's for 1997. Has only talked about picture statistics. Picture statistics. And interestingly, I'm going to teach that in final year this semester. So, and we will also, this is very important to me, this lecture, because now, in one of our classes, sir, we are going to invite you. With your permission, we are also going to invite you to our creative writing class. So that creative aspect that is digital will help inspire our young students that will teach creative writing. So in one of our classes, we are going to invite you both as year one and final year. But you know, Brian Bradford talks about the critical mindset of interfacing with the systematization of ideation. So this captures that. It is an interesting thing that it is already moving from paper to the internet. So that interface is already there. Just as you rightly pointed out, that we are moving. And interestingly, in this class, statistics class too, we shall be talking about intertextuality. So we want to see how further statistics has already provided us with that. So it's for us to build on what statistics has provided in the depth of
God is waiting with you. You go carry your eyes.
I'm also trying to go further
Start now,
about modern statistic tools in terms of media. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Okay. Just this one, the Prof. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Yohana.
Thank you.
Mr.
Yohana Joseph Walia.
There's another name.
Joseph. Yohana Joseph Walia.
What does Yohana mean?
Jan. Yes,
I suspected that it was a double J kind of thing. Thank you very much indeed for this presentation. People like me need it, and we will need to attend this lecture more than once. Because there are new vocabulary items that I need to get on my lecture, etc. I would like you to talk about, touch on it briefly, and I just caught it. We talked about nano-literature.
Yeah.
We talked about our impatience and inattention. Yeah. And then we talked about control. Control.
Yeah.
Who is in charge? This is one of the things that bothers me about where we're going now.
Yeah.
As humanity. Okay? Who is in charge? Who is thinking for you? That is why when I go to class, I try to help the people sitting in front of me, because I know they are not robots. To remember that that's what they are, human beings, and behave like that. I insist that we all think and think with our own things. Because what you've just demonstrated shows that there are many powers trying to think for us. Yes. And trying to robotize us. So you touched it a little bit. I would like to advise us on how to be in charge of our own space and of our own digital literature, which we permit our space so that we don't get
JavaScript.
This kind of thing.
another one to do, but let me welcome Jideka. Jideka is here. Congratulations to Jideka. And there's another very long man here. Austin, to you.
Woo!
Look, man, you're welcome. This is my Tomorrow is there. Okay. You don't want to catch attention to me. I know, man. You're welcome. In front of her.
Dr. Ella.
VOB. Because the database don't know you. Sir, this is Dr. Victor Bassi. NUC wants us to create courses in this thing. I'm already, first year today, I don't know, this one when they go to the car, I know now you want A1. I want to say something about that. We have courses already for them, this thing.
Well, the issue is that we got directed from the NEC to the university to create courses that are relevant to our local environment. So at the departmental curriculum level, we sat together and level to create about 2 or 3 courses into humanities.
Thank God I don't go.
Thank God.
I will learn online.
The university, we are waiting their approval. So whenever it is approved, it will come also with the temporary requirement for admission. When it is approved, when the factory head of the department will take it up, we'll also bring lecturers like Johanna to help us, with such good programs.
Thank you, sir. So you see, some of who are clapping hands today are already old.
Yeah, we are not old though.
If you make the response very snappy, HOD and others have some administrative functions to attend to.
The question that Prof asked is what is emergent thought in philosophy? How now can ethically AI think for us? Okay, now with the system of capitalism, all these artificial intelligence are programmed by white guys trying to control the world. How will you control the world? You control media. When you control media, you set the thought of people. Isn't it? Yes. That is why I quickly said we must be careful. But we cannot stop the movement. But we have to create our niche. And that's why the movement of African Pan-Africanism that's moving now, we have to subscribe to it and try to shield ourselves. That is what Japan knows all these things. They know their culture from them. Yes, that's the most technical country in the whole world, more than America. They are into artificial intelligence more than any country in this world. But it doesn't remove them from their humanity. Okay, there is a thought, there's a movement in literature called posthumanism.
Yes.
Yes, posthumanism.
Yes.
And there's one called transhumanism.
Yes.
In transhumanism, that said, is a political movement and having also the element of religion, whereby that age will come where machine will think for us, and the machine will later kill us.
Metaverse.
But they are saying that in transhumanism, there's a thought that we want to eliminate death. People are thinking. Now, you see, what do they want to do? How do they do? Actually, in the biological system of man, before life will give up ghost, there is a protein and also some chemical or disorderliness that must take place before life will be released. So, what do they do? Okay, we want to terminate that by what we call anti-aging drug. And there are so many other things. So it's also called humanity plus. That's plus and this. So there is this kind of fear that people must know also how to shield themselves, because everything about the world, who control the best, who control the more. That is what we say. Number two, somebody said, yeah, every writing has a therapy. It's therapeutic. Therapeutic, but I want to say it's therapeutic because it can heal you. I feel when I'm angry, I write a lot of poems. So as a way of what? Easing my emotion. Now, somebody is talking about linguistic emotionality. That is the emotion produced by the language. Am I right? Isn't it? Okay. Now, what will provoke an emotion? As the same arrangement of words, right? That will cause, they will rise an emotion. And when you also look at picture. Actually, in visual study, there's what we call visual grammar and graphic grammar. Yes. There is a book for that. You have to read also how to interpret that. But now, only to the machine altering your words. Actually, what the machine is doing is not removing the sense. Okay? What's doing that is changing the words which has the same or similar meaning. The real context will still be there. How do we use what we call large language models in electronic literature? It's a book that I'm writing, and you're just asking me. So, how do we use those things? In fact, how we use the internet? I will tell chatbot to write we do creative writing here. Just what you need to learn with artificial intelligence is that learn how to speak with English. Yes. When you know how to speak good language, because they are built on the 4 characteristics of language. That is morphology, semantics, syntax, and what? Phonology. So, and there are programs according to the grammar of every language. That's why when you give ChatGPT wrong English, it will give you back not the answer that you want. Or sometimes it can automatically change the wrong sentence and phrase it.
Yes.
Okay? Now, here is where I will question us. In the last semester, my student used ChatGPT in the creative writing.
And you will know. You will know.
But she was not smart.
Yes. You know,
because she asked the query ChatGPT during that exam, and she doesn't know what the machine is saying. So she copied ChatGPT said, I don't understand what you are saying. Can you just rephrase it or something? And because it's in French, they let you copy So, postgraduate students and all chat.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT can write full research paper.
Yes.
Just know
How to prompt
drop the research question. But you know one thing? There's not go hallucination in this kind of algorithm. There's not go hallucination. Most of those things, they are just a structure for you.
They are wrong.
Learn and then apply your
Yes, exactly.
Because if you ask ChatGPT about me,
The information.
it will go and fetch one website.
Yes, true.
Where my own biography is there.
Yes.
And now shaping it and talk to you about it. Okay? Actually, they are working on the what we call big data. Whatever the data is in the internet, they apply what we call neural artificial convolution neural networks. Okay? So they will go and fetch and deep thinking and machine learning, they will go and fetch those data and store them in the biggest data. So whenever you are asking, and this is the objective, like it can be monthly, fetching those things. So when you ask about any topic, now when you bring new topic, I still tell you what you think about it. Yes! Because the data has not been existing.
Yes.
Now you fetch something
that ChatGPT
from their language,
21.
you don't understand.
Any data from
Okay? So there's a limit. So our humanity cannot be taken away. But we must be very careful because when we want to control somebody's mind, most of the time is that we discover that less people are higher than people that are working. So the moment this is coming, the pressure will be coming because our teacher, I say,
So we cannot really
Bruno said that when new technology and new media come, it also affects our pattern, our culture, and our thoughts.
Yeah.
And that's why you see, this is something on Facebook. Try to put something, I guess America, you say,
Yeah.
they will move
Hate
down.
languages.
Now, try to ask ChatGPT about Putin. Vladimir Putin. Try to ask ChatGPT.
It doesn't have an answer.
You will see how biased.
Yes. It doesn't
that
have an answer
system
for
will be
it.
because it is capitalist control software. Okay? Finally, nano literature. Nano literature are old as human beings. What are the nano literature? And they are not also what called nano linguistics. Now, nano linguistics is simple means emoji, GIF, macro, those extra linguistic elements that are the constitute what we call nano linguistics. Secondly, you know, in the nano linguistics, okay, let me talk about nano linguistics. It escaped my mind. Nano literature, there are adjectives. Why are they in nano literature? There are one sentence word, one sentence, or it's not one sentence, but when you want it appears, you see volume of books. Okay, that's correct. That was called nano literature. And that is what Twitter has immortalized. Because Twitter before, the latest is 140. No matter what you say, just say it in that prescribed or concise way of talking. Now, later, they turn it to 280. Okay? But within that, literature, because of nice, literature, because the other 140 as a way of experimenting that literature because they don't accept that update. Because they want to say that, like a term of 14 characters. So whatever you want to say it in 14 characters. It's not in 14 sentences. 14 alphabets. 140 alphabets. Thank you. I will raise my case. Round of applause, please.
We are cutting now. This gentleman is in a wonderful audience. Round of applause for yourself. I can't thank
let me allow a professor to do that. Professor to